Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. I see ABCM channels here. Zindi, Papa, thank you for coming. Eileen Cruz, welcome. Uh, oh, looks like I didn't make myself a monitor. Let's do that right now. Should be a monitor, I would think. Uh, oh, well, we won't worry about that. I can give it to everybody else. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. Now, starting tomorrow afternoon, this afternoon for you guys, tomorrow for me, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you, 2 a.m. on Sunday morning for me. We'll set our clocks ahead, which means instead of being 13 hours behind y'all in the Philippines, I'll only be 12 hours, which means I'll lose an hour's sleep. This happens every spring. In the fall, I gain an hour back. I hope they end this sometime. It's silly as all get out, if you ask me. People who say, well, it makes a difference to those who work outside. Yeah, it probably does. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, man? The link's up there at the top if you want to come up. And that goes for anybody. If you want to come up, come on up. I'm having a kind of off day today. I feeling a little out of it. We won't go into everything, but Annabelle has had a live stream. All right. And so welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. I don't know how long we'll go. We'll go for a while yet. Susanna, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, Susanna, Marjan, proud single mom. If you'd like to come up, just hit that link at the top. It'll bring you up and you can talk. And anybody that's in the link that doesn't want to come up, but you want to advertise your channel, type in LLL and my Nightbot will drop your link. Try to make it as easy as possible for everybody. I do enjoy having company, but I know not everybody wants to come up. Not everybody's comfortable going live. And their discomfort is caused by many things. I mean, some people just don't like talking live in front of people. They're bashful. Someone's afraid that they may be made fun of because of maybe the way they look, the way they talk. Just be rest assured here. If anybody makes fun of somebody that comes up, I'll block them. Because, like I said, you don't have to like each other, but you need to be kind to each other and be polite to each other. There's no bullying on my channel if I can stop it. I understand, Susanna. Like I said, I know over there in the Philippines, which is where I believe you're at, it happens to be about 8 o'clock in the morning. A little after. Here it's just 7 o'clock in the evening, just a little after. Now, like I said, next Saturday when I do this, we'll be exactly 12 hours apart because we change our clocks tonight. And so I'll be driving into work again in the dark, which is fine with me. Hey, Larissa, how you doing? Welcome. And so we're just trying to, get through another work week. Now it's the weekend. Now, I don't think I told you guys that at the end of the month, I did tell you this part. At the end of the month of March, I'll be changing jobs. Uh, all right, Jerry, but yeah, hopefully you can come up. But anyway, like I said, I'll be changing jobs. I'll be going to 4 days a week instead of five. I would prefer it would be 4 10s, but it's not going to be. It's going to be 3 12s and a four, which will get me to 40 hours. My company didn't like to pay overtime. Now, one of the guys I'm working with right now is going to be switching and staying with Securitas as well. He's going to work a 12 and an 8 at my site, and there's another site doing the same thing that I'm doing, and he's going to work a 12 and an 8 at that site, and the other person will once again work uh, 3 12s and a 4, the other person. But I'll be working at a similar to what I'm doing now, but it'll just be a different location and less money. Quite a bit less, but a lot more money than I was making last year. So, I'll still in pretty good shape. I'll kind of miss the extra income, but a year ago at this time, I was making a lot less than what I'll be making at this new job. So I'm still better off than what I was a year ago, which makes me happy on that part of it. Hey, Ian. Yen, how you doing, Yen? Happy Sunday for you. Uh, like I was telling everybody, if you have a channel, just type in LLL. I'll do it on my other one. Just type in 3 L's. They can be small letters. They can be capital letters. It doesn't matter. My Nightbot will drop your link. Don't join this one, folks. I almost never put up content on this one. It's my Ninja channel. It's got a little bit of content, but I didn't put anything on it for quite a while. I just wanted to demonstrate and let y'all know. And as you can see there, I look like Santa Claus. I got the full beard instead of just the chin whiskers. That's a much older picture. I was a lot fatter in that picture than I am right now. I'm still fat. Don't get me wrong. I'm still overweight, but I was a lot bigger back then. And like I said, I had the full beard. I looked like Santa Claus. That's all right. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to get in better shape. I'm walking more now than I did back then. Trying to eat a little healthier, although sometimes I don't eat as healthy as I should. But that's all right. And we're waiting to see if Jerry can come up. If anybody else wants to come on up. I always enjoy the company, and I enjoy talking to people, especially somebody I haven't talked to before, and people I enjoy, like Jerry. I really enjoy talking with Jerry. He's got an excellent channel. Hopefully, he'll drop the L's so you can check out his link if you have his channel if you haven't already done it. Jerry is in South Texas, as his name states. He does videos on trains and food and walking around different locations. I don't know why. I'm sorry to hear that, Jerry. Uh, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on, Jerry. Let's see something here real quick. I think it's trying to do me the same way, Jerry. Yes, it's not that. I'm just trying with my Ninja channel, and it's not letting me do it either. Huh. Let's try something else here real quick. See what happens. What's that? Jerry, let me do something here real quick. Try this pen. I put up another pen. Try it, Jerry. And because it was going to let me, I was going to be able to come up as my ninja self, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, Try that pin there. Maybe I put it up before I got. There you go. All right. Welcome, Jerry. How you doing, man?
Okay, getting ready for daylight ending of daylight saving time. Not sure what the other link wasn't working.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I thought, well, it wouldn't let me in on my Ninja channel, so I thought, well, let me try something. And I went ahead and repinned, did a copy paste again, and that the next one worked. So I'm just wondering because I tried to put it up before I went live. Maybe that's why it wouldn't work because
Might have.
I was just starting to stream. I hadn't started it yet. So next time I'll make sure I'm live before I do that because that's probably what happened. It's because I hadn't gone live. It was telling you got to start a stream. I hadn't gone live yet, so I really officially hadn't started it. So,
Yeah, good to know.
Hey, live and learn, right?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, now you're planning on going back to the Philippines this year, aren't you?
No,
No, not this year. Next year.
not this year. 2025.
All right, next year. Okay. Well, you'll
I'm
still get it back. You'll still make it back there before I make it there. Okay.
yeah, I'm
Well,
planning on.
like I
I'm
said,
thinking of going to Mexico for about 3 days.
yeah. Well, I don't blame you. You enjoy it down there.
Oh, not Mexico across the border, but 3 hours south.
Okay, a little farther in then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Monterrey. It's
All right.
basically the nearest area where we see mountains here in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, like I said, for me, this year I'll get my bills paid off unless something drastically goes wrong. I mean, right now I have an emergency account.
Yeah.
That'll take like I could take some time off and not be hurt, from work. And still have my bills paid and still have money to spend and stuff like that. And I'm talking about if I had to take time off without pay from work, I could do that for a while. So, but I get paid vacation, so I don't have to worry about that. Hey,
Yeah,
Mike, how you doing, man?
I missed my seniority with the 4 weeks vacation. I only got two now.
No, I only get three. I
Yeah,
used to get four myself in the past, but I'm down to three.
yeah. That's I used to have four.
Yeah. Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I could have stayed with the job I have right now, got the same kind of money I'm getting right now, maybe even a little more, but I'd had to give my vacation up. And like I said, with my mother being the way she is, I'm not doing that.
No.
Now, if my mom wasn't still alive, I might switch over because it helps me. The more you make, the more you can save, right?
Yep.
And I'll still be able to save. Like I said, if everything goes correctly, unless, like I said, something drastic happens, in 2027 or maybe 2028, like early 2028, I should be in good enough shape to go to the Philippines and give it a go. Hey, Mike, you're just trying to make us jealous. Mike says he gets 52 weeks of vacation a year. He's just trying to make me jealous. And Mike, you're succeeding. That's
All
what
my
I'm looking
kids
forward to.
is still pigs,
Yeah,
like a lipid.
yeah. Mike does that. His wife takes care of the farm when he's not there.
Oh, Mike's got a farm
Yeah, Mike got a farm in the Philippines.
over in Iloilo area.
No, Mike's in Negros Oriental.
Okay, that's in Visayas.
He's outside of Dumaguete, a little ways outside of Dumaguete. Right,
Never
Mike?
visited.
If I remember right. Now, he's got a few videos up. He doesn't put very many up, but he's got a few up. He's got sheep and stuff like that.
As long as he doesn't do the scratch lottery tickets, like low roller.
Well, like I said, his wife takes care of the farm pretty much. But just like I said, with me, I just like I said, I can't go anywhere until my mother passes. And right now, even if she passed today, I couldn't go anywhere because I want all my bills paid off.
Yeah.
Hey, Zindy, how you doing again? Welcome. Cindy was here earlier, but I think she dropped off and then came back. She was one of the first ones in the live stream. And Larisse is here, so we like Larisse. She is a big supporter of mine. She shares my videos and stuff like that. And so does ABCM channel. I don't know if she's still in or not, but she was in earlier too. And ABCM is a big supporter of mine as well. And you know Elvie, she's a big supporter as well. And Crystal,
Yeah.
she's a big supporter, helps share my videos and stuff.
Like LV's does those
Sammy, how you doing, Sammy?
early streams.
Yeah, LV
Early for us.
Rose Inso. Yeah, LV Rose Inso. And
It's usually
James
like,
telling you hi, Jerry.
hello. I can't see the chat, so if anybody says hi, I'm not ignoring them.
I know that's why I told you. I know you can't on your phone. You can't see the chat.
Yeah, you can't see the chat.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you. When you're trying to stream, I think it would be kind of hard to see it.
No, when I've done the streams, I'm able to see the chat, except if it's really bright. It's been overcast basically all week. We had a cold front come in overnight or yesterday evening. It was around like,
we got supposed to have a chance of rain and snow again tomorrow. And that really stinks because Friday and Saturday both. Friday and Thursday both were nice days, up in the 50s. You know.
I consider that nice. We were in the 80s, but now I think I don't think we made it out of the 70s.
Like I said, they're calling for a chance of snow tomorrow, so that tells you what we're going to be in.
Yeah,
the 20s and 30s. You know, and I hate the cold. Although if truth be told, if I had to choose between snow and cold, I'll take the cold. I hate the snow. And there's a vlogger I follow on my Ninja channel named Jay. I can't remember the channel name right now. He's Phil M. Couple. He lives in Kentucky. Him and his wife and daughter went over to the Philippines for a few months during the winter months this year. It's the first time they took his daughter over so she can meet her cousins and grandparents over the Philippines. And he's with me. He does not like the cold.
Yeah, no, I don't like our cold.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's a little young. He's young. He's probably a little, maybe around your age. He's around 50. I think he's 50, yep. So he's close to your age.
Yeah, I'm turning 50 later on this month.
Yeah, but he's got his own business, so he can go back. And his business is more during the warmer weather. He builds things.
That's good.
Yeah, so he can afford to take the time off and go back to the Philippines, and that's what I think he's planning on doing. And going back and forth for, I'll tell you in a minute, for the foreseeable future. And he's going to Dumaguetes where he goes. And so he's wanting to go over there, maybe try to start a business. And so he can, like I said, he's married, so he knows it's got to be in his wife's name. And let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, the business not to go into is Sari store.
Yeah. No. He's kind of, like I said, he does buildings. He builds things. So he's going to try to see if he can start a business where they build homes.
Oh, okay.
But it's Jay's Philippines. It's JAY' Philippines. And I really do. I found him. I like I said, I'm following him on my Ninja channel, and so I'm just trying to, now he's back. He's back in the States right now. and getting ready to gear back up. Tox, how you doing, Tox?
I'll
Oh,
talk
so
to
you're Sammy says she's getting ready to go home. Well, I appreciate you stopping in there, Sammy. And I'm glad you came. And what the heck's going on here? I don't know what.
So Talk Vlogs is in the stream.
Yeah, she just
Yeah.
came in.
Oh, I would have thought she's asleep. So she can hear me. I say hi
Yeah.
to Talks.
Thank you, ABCM. ABCM just said like and share, Sir Larry. And,
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing pretty well. Like I said, I'm not feeling the best right now, but kind of been out of it the last couple of days. But we'll get better,
Yeah.
But like I said, trying to enjoy myself. I had to buy a new lunch bag because my other one ripped. It's a plastic clear one. It's got a strap that you can carry around, put it over your shoulder and carry it.
Yeah.
You're talking about Jerry? Yeah, Jerry's handsome. Handsome Sir Larry. No. Larry's old, fat, and ugly. At least he's old and fat.
Who's asking?
No, Tox Vlog says, handsome Sir Larry. And I said, no.
Hey, guapo.
No. What's ugly? But we're just trying to enjoy ourselves. And I see what do you call that cat with all the white feet?
I don't know. There, some of them are my mom's and some are my sister's. None of them are mine.
Oh, okay.
The only animals that pertain to me are the chickens.
Oh, I knew the chickens are yours. Hello, Eric. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, that's it. The dogs aren't mine. The cats aren't mine. The horse isn't mine.
I know the horse is your neighbor's.
Yeah, the neighbor across the street. He needs to bring in the horse. If I see him tomorrow, I'm gonna ask him when he's gonna bring him because with the rains we got, there's a lot of green grass there.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, if you come up next week, if he's got the horse there, you can show the horse.
Yeah, and yeah, because yeah, I gotta ask him if I see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to a parade next Saturday.
Okay. Now, I got to let you know. Now, next week, I'll be on at 8 o'clock my time, which will be an hour later for you as well.
Yeah,
I don't
7.
know how long you'll be able to stay.
7 here.
But, yeah, it's going to be, like I said, because I want to keep the time the same in the Philippines because this is Sunday morning for them. So they're getting ready for church. And
It's easier to adjust it, keep it the same for them.
Yeah.
Then we'll adjust over here because it's.
Well, like I said, I mean, if I do it at 7 in the morning, now they're still getting up and feeding their kids and fixing breakfast, and on a lot of them, not all of them, but it's just a little bit easier to keep their schedule the same as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we can adjust over here. It's.
Yeah.
I did let my Filipino friends know, hey, you know what? Starting Sunday, we're only gonna be 13 hours time difference instead of 14.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
like I said, I'll be 12 instead of 13.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Canada switches, so I don't know. Mike, if you're still here on Eastern time, I'll be going 8 o'clock starting next week instead of 7. That will keep it at 8 o'clock. And
how do they switch? I know that the interior Mexico, they do change their time, but the border, I don't know how many miles inward, they stay the same with us.
All right,
whatever time we have.
Jamie came in and said baby talks. I don't know if that's a ninja talks or if that's somebody just saying hi to talks. I just gave them a monitor. And baby talks, if you have your own channel and you like to advertise, type in LLL. Doesn't matter if they're capital L's or small L's, and my night bot will drop your link for you. So, yeah, I did that earlier with mine just to show people how to do it. But
I'm gonna go put water in the here for the
is that
cat.
the water dish I'm looking at?
No, you're seeing something else. I'm over here in the back.
Okay, I was going to say there's some food around it, but look, and then looks like it's going up into a bowl that looks dry. So, but now, anybody got any questions for Jerry or myself? I mean, we're more than willing to answer questions if we can. Jerry's busy right at the moment, but
Yeah, no, I went to give them some water because they didn't have any water there. I was over there.
okay.
That's a tractor tire cut in half,
Yeah,
surrounding the palm tree. You can see the freeze from January.
you're right, Mike. It is a tar. Mike says I think it's a tar.
Yeah, that's a tire, and so was that one over there.
Yeah.
It's just a tire cut in half.
I saw the food there, so it's like, well, what is it?
Yeah, it's the cat food. The cat food, and it's for the cats, and the chickens will eat it as well.
Yeah, well, it's only fair the cat's getting their chicken feed.
Yep.
So I mean, if the cats can get in the chicken feed, the chickens ought to be able to get into the cat feed. I see some eggs.
Yeah, I didn't collect them yesterday, so I got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10, almost a dozen. There's 10 eggs. Somebody asked me, I don't know, they asked, are those brown? I can't remember who.
Well,
yeah,
they're brown.
Yeah, they're brown.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
it's just the shell cutter.
Maurice, how you doing? Welcome.
I used to have chickens that laid green, blue, spotted.
Hold on, Jerry. Mike is asking a question. He goes, Jerry, what do you call a one-legged chicken?
I have no clue.
All right, Mike, give us the answer.
Yeah, I won't see it though.
I'll tell you when he gives it. If he gives it.
Yeah.
Hop. He said you call it hop.
Hop?
Hop. H-O-P. Hop.
Hop?
Yep, because he's got to hop around. He can't walk. He has to hop.
Yep. It's got a little stump.
I call him lucky.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't been ate yet.
Yeah, exactly. Or died of not making it to source of food or
water. Yeah. But
see, in the Philippines, you don't see the big fat chickens. You only see the skinny ones.
Yeah. Now, Mike says Crystal's got a one-legged chicken named Hop.
Okay. Yeah, when I see Crystal's channel, it's usually early in the morning here. It's like 4, 5 in the morning.
She does it around 6 or 7.
6 p.m. is 5 a.m. here.
Yeah, like I said, she does it around 6 or 7 here.
So does
I catch it once in a while. Once when I'm at work.
So I can't pronounce her channel. The lowercase c and then uppercase EL.
Okay, Selexi.
Yep, she does her streams also in the evening. Well, our evening.
Yeah.
Which is like 5 or 6 a.m. over there.
Yeah. Hello, Crystal.
And Crystal's over there in Pangasinan.
And, Jerry, Crystal said hi.
Hey, hi, Crystal. Yeah, Crystal's over there in Pangasinan. I wanna next time that I go there, I wanna go visit, but go back to Pangasinan.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's some places I'd like to visit over there. Matter of fact, Dan did a video on one of the places. It's Marker 44. That's where the Douglas MacArthur, General MacArthur came ashore. They got a statue area. I thought that would be nice to visit.
Where was that at? In Bulacan,
up.
Bulacan, and
That's in Leyte. It's
oh, okay.
I'm trying to. It starts with a T. Tagbalan,
Tacloban or something.
Tacloban, yeah, something like that. It's in
I'm not really
Leyte.
familiar with the
It's
Visayas.
on the other side of the island than where he's at.
Okay.
They had to go there to take care of some stuff, and they visited while they were there. Another place I'd like to visit. This is in Manila. Is the American World War II cemetery, the American Filipino cemetery there.
I was hoping that Makati Mas would have done a vlog, but he never did one. He just passed through there, but he
Yeah.
never vlogged. That's near BGC.
Yeah, well, Steve from Filipino Expat did a small one on it.
Okay, but it's
And he said that Marker 44, that's a vlogger.
Okay.
It's named after that place I told you I want to go see. I guess that he did one on the cemetery that, according to Steve, was better than the one he did. Markers was a much better one.
I don't think
probably longer too, but
yeah.
But it's something I would like to see, and let's be honest about it. When I go to the Philippines, I'll probably fly into Manila, so I'll probably take a week or so. And like I said, far down the road it is, it's all subject to change. I'll probably take a week or so and stay in that area just to see the things around that area I want to see. And I may never go back up there again. Who knows?
Well, that's what I did when I went to Taguig. It's being right there. I just said, you know what? I'm going to go to BGC.
I'm sorry I missed it, Crystal.
BGC, and I walked with my friend that I had there. That's the time that I met the other vlogger, not Lady Enchantress, but it was a different vlogger.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the following days when I met Lady Enchantress over in Makati.
But like I said, those are a couple of things I'd like to see. I mean, as far as waterfalls go, there's waterfalls all over the area, so you can check out waterfalls.
Laguna has a lot of waterfalls.
Yeah, there's a lot of waterfalls in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Like I said, so those will be nothing. Those will be easy to check out. And how many? After you've seen a few, how many do you want to keep? Do you want to keep seeing?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I won't say there won't be any more. I may want to see a dozen or 2 dozen. I may only want to see a couple. I don't know, but those two things I want to see. But and some of the resorts I like, because those are a little different. Some of the resorts are different. But
that's a Ming Ming. I think I hear different Filipinos call a cat Ming Ming. I don't know if that's a popular name for a cat.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Because I know
Ming
cat
Ming sounds Chinese to me.
Yeah.
But,
I know for a cat is a pusa, but I'm not sure if it's like a name that a common name for a cat. I don't know if that's what it means.
Mike, quit giving Crystal a hard time. And now Mike was saying, in the Philippines, there is a war monument for the Philippines, the Japanese, and the Americans. Only one for all three. Yeah. I think I've seen a video on that. I just don't know who did it. But I could be wrong. And now, outside of Valencia, there is a museum there where they have a lot of the stuff that they found from the war. That's where you can go in and look it over and stuff. And I don't think it costs you anything. Now they will take donations, but I don't think it costs anything. And now you're talking about swords and guns and stuff that people just after the war left laying there, and this guy found them and started collecting them. And I think there was even some ordnance, And Crystal says, yes, we usually call out cats Ming Ming.
Oh, okay. I know that's Talk's cat. It's called. She calls it Ming Ming. Yeah. So this, I guess it's a common name for a cat.
That sounds like it. Yeah.
like sort of like Sylvester or
Yeah,
thinking
Mike, there
about.
were many caves in Negros Oriental used during the war.
Mm.
And now, who was, I'm trying to remember who did a vlog. Might have been Mike in the Philippines, not the negative one. It's a different one. He did a vlog with a guy that was there in Dumaguete, and they found a plane that crashed, a Japanese plane that crashed off the port of Dumaguete, the airport, excuse me, of Dumaguete, and they went out and he did a dive and did some video of it. The guy has his own channel, so I don't remember the guy's name. I didn't check it out, but he did showed some of the video, and so that's what this guy was into, that kind of stuff. But it was kind of interesting. But like I said, I find the war stuff kind of interesting, but not everybody does. When I was at Subic Bay in the Navy, there were some places there that had places that were caves or uh, so you couldn't go in and check them out. They weren't safe, but they were there. And Mike says that in Thailand, cats are called dinner, and then he goes joking.
I was gonna say in China. Oh, but China prefers the dogs because there's more meat.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that especially during in areas that are a little more poor, uh, uh, where there's a little more competition for food, that probably does eat dog and cat. I won't hold it against them, because who knows what we would do if we were in the same situation. I would find it hard to eat one, but if it meant starving or not starving, who knows? Uh,
Yep.
and then if you're raised that way, because in some of these countries, some of these areas, that was considered normal food. I mean, so like I would find it hard to eat monkey, but there's people that do. Uh, but just because we find it hard doesn't mean it is for other people. Uh, well, let's be honest about it. You look at PETA, they find it hard to eat any kind of meat. They think it's wrong. And that's their prerogative to think that, but I'm going to eat what I want. I happen to like chicken, I happen to like pork, and I like beef. I would not doubt that. Mike said in the Philippines during World War II, they ate rat in prison war camps. Like I said, you're going to eat what you have to stay alive.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Donner Pass here in the United States back in the 1800s, and there's even more recent example of this. But Donner's Pass back in the 1800s was an area where the people tried to cross the mountain, and they got snowed in. And they were trying to, I think they were trying to get to California. It might have been Oregon they were trying to get to, but somewhere in there they were crossing the mountains, got snowed in, and they ended up eating the people that died. Cannibalism. There was I want to say it was what we call a soccer team that crashed. Was it in the Andes? And I guess they were off course some, and they called off the search after so long. And the survivors of the plane crash took a vote, and they decided they were going to eat the ones that died after they started getting to where it was almost starvation to survive. And then I don't know how long they did that. Then a couple of them tried to walk out. They walked out to a cabin and was able to get help. And they tried to, hey, Rona, how you doing? And they tried to hide that for a long time because, cannibalism is not something that's widely accepted today. It wasn't even back in the 1800s in the European countries. But you don't know what you'd do if you were in the same situation. I think I wouldn't, but that don't mean I wouldn't. You know, I know that would be the last resort. I'd have to be really almost dead. Krista says, seriously, Sir Mike, I do eat field rats. Taste like chicken. That's what they say about a lot of things, Crystal. There's people that eat snake. I personally have never had snake. I don't know if I'd want to eat snake.
Yeah, I tried rattlesnake last year for the very first time.
Well, yeah, rattlesnake down in Texas, I guess, is common.
Yeah,
Alligator, people eat alligator.
alligator's good. I tried it in
I've
Beaumont.
never had
Near,
alligator. They eat bison. For those of you that don't know, American buffalo is called bison as well.
bison is good. I ate bison and
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be healthy for you. I
Yep.
mean, as far as some of the meat, it's healthy.
Bison, elk,
Yeah.
nilgai.
I've had deer. I've had deer.
I've never tried caribou
I've never had caribou. I've had
or
rabbit.
moose.
I've had squirrel.
Squirrel. I haven't tried it. I think I would have to eat a lot of them.
Well, I was a kid.
Squirrels
I
aren't popular down here.
couldn't even tell you what it tastes like. I was that young. I
Yeah.
was probably somewhere around 4 or 5 years old. I had an uncle that liked to hunt, and he got some squirrels, and we had squirrel. The rabbit was my uncle raised rabbits for food.
Domestic rabbit.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. I've only ate the hair or the not the hair.
We're talking over 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I've tried the wild.
This is the same uncle that I had the squirrel.
Yeah.
And they moved away from Indiana to Iowa back when I was around 5. So it was like 5 years old or earlier that I had that stuff. They moved to Iowa, and when I went to Iowa, they were no longer raising rabbits and stuff like that. But they still hunted. But I didn't really care for rabbit that much. But now a lot of people here, turkey. If I'm going to have turkey, I prefer the white meat. And
Yeah.
Mike thinks it's funny that you had to eat a lot of squirrels.
No, I haven't ate any squirrel.
No, he said that's what he says. Jerry have to eat a lot of squirrels. He just thought that was funny the way you said that.
Okay, yeah, because it's a small little. To me it'd be the equivalent of a little 4-ounce steak. It's something really small.
Have you ever had Cornish game hen?
No, I've had quail before, but not the Cornish hen.
I'm going to tell you something. It would take a couple of those too. They're very small.
Well, the quail, I would have to eat the 6 of them just to.
And I don't care for Cornish game hen. I really don't care for them. I can eat it. It's just something I don't care for. It's like duck. I'm not a fan of eating duck. To me, it seems greasy.
The dove you meant?
Ducks.
Oh, duck. No, I have tried dove.
No, I've never had ducks. To me, it just seems greasy. I don't like the taste of it.
The duck egg is excellent for breakfast.
Well, the eggs, I might be able, might enjoy that. I'm just saying, the duck itself, I don't enjoy the taste of. Just not so. There's people all over the world love duck. I'm not a big fan of lamb either.
Lamb is cordero, I think, in Spanish. I don't know if I ate lamb or tried lamb or not.
Yeah. And
don't remember.
Crystal says I can't eat Peter Rabbit.
Oh, put them on the grill. It tastes excellent.
Hey, barbecuing, roasting. Put them on a spit and roasting. But I'm with Crystal. I prefer not to eat rabbit. I can do it. I just prefer not to. Well, if you've seen the one video about Fluffy, that rabbit bit me, and I still wouldn't eat Fluffy. let me tell you, rabbits got sharp teeth. Let me tell you. My friend was out of town. I was taking care of her daughter's rabbit, and I put some food down, and I went to do something, and because she thought I was trying to take her food away from her, she bit me. Because Fluffy's a female, and
I got sharp teeth. It's a
oh,
rodent.
they do. They got sharp teeth. Let me tell you.
It's a rodent, so they got the.
Yeah, and they keep it sharp by chewing on things. And
Are they a rodent? I don't know if they're a rodent or not.
I don't think they're a rodent. I don't think they are. I don't think they fall in
Varm,
that class
varmint.
mammal. I could
But
be
the
wrong.
rodents do have sharp teeth.
The rabbit has a sharp teeth too. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So these
Crystal says she has pigeons, but she won't eat them.
pigeon meat is somewhat. Well, it used to be somewhat popular. I don't know about now here.
Well, Mike says in the Middle East they eat pigeon, and they eat pigeon in a lot of different places. But I'm with Crystal. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of fowl. I like turkey and I like chicken, and that's about it. And turkey, I only like the white meat. I really don't care for the dark meat.
I go for the dark and the
I
white
like
meat.
I
I'll
like,
do it in the
I
like in
like
a
the white
chi-
meat. Um,
like in a salad. The chicken, the tuna, turkey salad. You know how you make chicken salad?
yeah,
That's how I'll eat the white meat.
and Mike says they eat to keep teeth from getting too long. Yeah, they chew on things to keep their teeth down
Yeah.
some, and that's how they keep them sharp. Now, my friend, they buy like a rawhide like thing for them, and and she will just chew the heck up out of that. And then
Hmm.
there's other treats they'll get that's harder that she'll chew on that she really likes. Yeah, but like I said, to me, it's a little greasy to me, and I can eat the dark meat. I just prefer the white meat. I prefer the breast meat, and it's the same thing with chicken. I prefer the white meat, but I can eat the legs and I love the wings, as buffalo wings. But I'm still mostly the breast, that meat there, both chicken and turkey. I can eat the dark meat from either one. But if I'm going to, choose, I choose the white meat. I mean,
That hen always pecks on the insulation. I don't know why.
now, Mike, are you trying to say the American and the Canadian beavers have teeth and the Filipinos don't, huh?
Hmm.
He says, "Did you know that the Filipino beavers don't have teeth like in Canada and the USA?" Well, then how they cut the tree down, buddy? Never mind, Mike. Don't explain it. I know.
Are there beavers in the Philippines?
Depends on the beaver.
Yeah. They'll eat anything.
No. But
Filipinos will eat
Jerry,
anything there.
Jerry, depends on what you call a beaver. That's what I think he's getting at.
That's enough with the explanation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. That's what I think he's getting at.
Yeah. Okay.
But because I don't think they have them there. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. The closest thing I know outside of the North America to the beaver would probably be the duck-billed platypus in Australia,
Yeah, in Australia.
and they don't have the teeth like our beavers, but they got
No,
the tail.
that'd be some animal that I'd like to see, whether it be in captivity or just see them to see what it looks like. Not really touch it, just to see it.
Yeah. Says I don't think in Texas there are beaver. Depends on the beaver.
Not- yeah, yeah. And I don't think we have them down here. We have
I don't think you do
mus-
down that far.
muskrat, or we have nutria, which is similar rodent to it, but it's not really classified as a beaver. We have nutria, and that's supposed to be good. I've never ate it, so I don't know what it tastes like.
I never had beaver, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff that people like that I have not tried.
Redneck would eat any of those animals.
That's what I thought, Mike. I didn't think the platypus had teeth, but like I said, that's the closest thing I know of outside of the North America that is similar to beavers, and that's because of the tail.
Yeah.
It's not for any other reason. I don't think they build dams like the beavers do.
No, because of the bill.
Now I can't remember who it was, but there's a story goes that a white man escaped from the Native Americans, and he escaped recapture from the Native Americans by diving into the water where the beavers were at and coming up into one of their huts that they build, and because they have air once you go up inside, they got air up there, and he stayed there for I don't know how long. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a colder climate animal, and but that was one of the stories. That's how he escaped recapture was when he got in the water. He found a beaver den or whatever they call them, and went up inside one, and was able to survive that way. So I guess that either he fought the beavers off or they left him alone, and the Native Americans didn't think about checking that. Scottish beaver. Hello, Derek. How you doing, sir? I don't know you, but we'll give you a monitor. And to let you know, Derek, if you have a channel and you wish to share your channel with the people, just type in LLL, and my Nightbot will drop your channel link. And so we're trying to.
Whatever happened to the gentleman from New Mexico?
Oh, Eddie? I
Yeah,
haven't seen
Eddie
Eddie for a while. Joyce, his wife Joyce, is the one that does YouTube. And she hasn't
Okay.
posted for a while either. Eddie would come on and talk, but it was his wife that actually had the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember Joyce something. I follow her, but she hasn't posted anything for a while. Jerry, have you tried lizard?
Lizard, like Indonesian lizard?
Any kind of lizard. Have you had a lizard before?
No, the lizards that we have here are too small. It's
Okay.
like a gecko size, so you would
Yeah.
eat 100 of those.
Yeah, but that's all right, Derek. That's fine. I just wanted to let you know if you did have one, just to go ahead and drop your link, but you don't. That's fine. Thanks for coming.
No, lizards are too small.
I agree with you. Now, there again, if you're out in the desert and you're starving, that's a whole different ball game. You eat whatever you can.
Yeah, but
You'd have to, like I said, you have to be starving to try to eat something that small.
yeah, I was gonna say because one lizard's not gonna satisfy you.
No, it might not satisfy you, but it may hold off the starvation for a little while.
For another hour. And the snails here are really small. The
Yeah.
Philippines, when I saw the snails, they're huge. They're like 100 times bigger than
Yeah.
what you see here. Not as
Well,
big as that escargot, but close
Well,
to
that's
that.
what Mike. That's what Jerry was asking me about Ed from New Mexico, the mountain. He's outside of what's that big city?
Albuquerque.
In New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Yeah, Albuquerque.
Yeah, he's not too far. He's outside of Albuquerque, but no, I haven't heard from him for a while. Like I said, his wife Joyce is the one that does videos, but she hasn't done one for a while. At least none that I've seen, and I am subscribed to her channel. Robert Mindanao, hello, sir. How's everything going there? Now, Robert is over in, as it says, Mindanao, but Diplo area, I think. Oh, you're talking about okay. You're talking about Big Mac Daddy. That it.
Oh, I had,
Yeah, I
yeah, Eddie Senior and Eddie Junior, but
Ed, yeah,
he's
Big Mac Daddy and Eddie Jr. or
in
Eddie.
PA,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
they're in Pennsylvania. They're outside of Philadelphia area, I believe. And last I heard, he was going to have surgery on his eyes, and that's why he wasn't coming on because he couldn't see the channel, he couldn't read the chats,
Yeah, he
and
was
all
having
that happy stuff.
a lot of trouble towards the end there.
Like I said, he was having a lot of trouble.
It was a few weeks after the passing of Leonard.
Yeah. But like I said, he had cataracts, and he was going to have surgery to have those removed. And hey, Robert, just type in 3Ls, buddy. Drop your channel link. Let's see if we can get you to grow some. Robert's got a very small channel. He doesn't do a lot of postings, but I find him interesting. Robert in the States was in Florida. Now he's over in Mindanao with his wife and kids. So they're over there right now. I don't think they moved over there for good. I could be wrong. But I haven't seen a video here recently. I did see one last week, but not here recently.
I think there was one blogger that asked me if I was traveling there to Mindanao. I said no. And then there was two Facebook friends that also asked me. I said I didn't even plan on going to Visayas. I only went to I only met Lady E because she was in Makati.
Yeah.
She was happened to be there during the time that I was going to be there.
Yeah. I know you met up with her. She was wearing the shirt or sweater you gave her. I can't remember.
Yeah,
She was wearing that in one of her videos, and she even mentioned that you gave it to her. And
yeah.
Mike says, I know he lived where the banjos played.
For the whole play?
The banjos. Remember the show Deliverance?
No.
The movie. You ever seen the movie Deliverance?
Vaguely.
Well, they had the dueling banjos in that movie. There was a couple people on the porch playing banjos. And that was back because they were out in the mountains, out and away from everything. That's what he's implying. I'll just say apply, but it's implying.
Yeah.
And now, Mike, I'll tell you, I'll go ahead and say it. A lot of people have told me that I look like Ned Beatty from Deliverance when I was younger, and I will have to agree with them. I do look. When I was younger, I did look like Ned Beatty. But remember now, Ned Beatty, even though he had to squeal like a pig, he's the one that killed the people. He ended up being the badass.
But the antagonist.
The hillbillies were their antagonists.
Oh, okay.
And he fought. They ended up fighting back. They were trying to kill him. And if you ever watch the show, you'll understand when I say squeal like a pig. All right. Banjos and moonshine, yep. So yeah, it was a. Yeah, so I've been told many a time I kind of look like Ned Beatty from different movies, and that's one of them that's brought up. And so I feel sorry for Ned Beatty because he looks something like me. I wish I had his money.
Right.
He made some good money in the movies. Now, normally he was a supporting actor. Most of his. Now, there was other times where he was a couple of movies where the bow and arrow who tried was Burt Reynolds was in that movie. He's the one who was originally with the bow and arrow. So yeah, that was Burt Reynolds.
7 p.m. here. I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark there. I can see that.
Yeah, it is dark. Tomorrow it won't. There'll be daylight, but
Yeah.
last day of.
Now they say in a month from now it'll be it'll be well after 6:30 or 7:30 our time, 6:30 your time. But y'all have plenty of sun till around almost 7 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock our time.
Yeah, and the summer to be almost like 9 p.m. here.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Indiana, and it would be light till after 9 o'clock a lot because we were right at the state line of Indiana and Illinois. So in Illinois was central, so it'd be well after 9 my time, but it was only well after 8 in Illinois. So about 9 o'clock in Illinois is when it got dark, and it'd be almost 10, but in Indiana because we were an hour ahead of them, but we were only a few miles from them. My hometown, Illinois, is only about 7 miles.
Yeah, because of the time.
That's where the time changes.
Yeah, time didn't change.
All right, Mike. Tell your wife, your Aswa, we all said hi. Hope you have a good visit with her.
And later, Mike. Good night. Yeah, I'm signing off as well. All
right, Jerry. We appreciate you coming up.
All right. So good night to
good
all.
Night, sir. Yep. Take care now.
Likewise. Take care.
All right. Bye, Jerry. Mike, it's not the kissing that gets in trouble. That's what your wife is telling you, Mike. No more kissing. So now we're down to 5 million people in the house, and my Ninja Channel is one of them. So we're down to about 4 million people. I appreciate you all being here. We're trying to enjoy ourselves. I don't know if Jerry's still got his up or not. I know he's not up here, so he might be able to see it. Jerry, if you're listening, Crystal says bye. Jerry will be going to bed pretty soon. It's getting close to his bedtime. Jerry likes to get up early in the morning. So he likes it the time the way it is right now. I like it when it'll be after tomorrow. I prefer that. But, everybody's got their own which time they like. When I was in Indiana, I liked the way Indiana used to do it. They don't do it that way anymore, but Indiana used to never change clocks. So I liked that because it didn't matter. It just was what it was. So in the summertime, I was same thing as Illinois, and in the fall, we went with the Eastern time zone because we didn't change our clocks. Everybody else did, so which made it fun for me because we would come on in football. The game would start instead of at 1, it would start at noon, and I get to watch the whole game before I had to be at work at 4. I only lived about 10 minutes from work, so it was nice. Unless I went into overtime. Jerry, if you're still there, Derek from Talks Vlogs says, ask how you're doing. I hope you can read that, Jerry. Derek wants to know how you're doing, so go ahead and let him know. And we're glad you're here, Derek. Talks is a very good supporter. Matter of fact, everybody that's in the chat right now are good supporters. Outside of you, Derek, I don't know you, but welcome. Yeah, but that's Jerry. Like I said, Jerry likes to go to bed early. I hate to say it, but Tim, how you doing, man? If you like, come on up. And don't forget to drop the 3 L's. Drop your channel link. I still got to check out your volcano vlog yet. I haven't seen it. I've seen it advertised. I just hadn't got to it yet. I've been kind of down the last couple of days. And I wasn't going to say it, but earlier today I was throwing up. So, I mean, I've been kind of under the weather. I feel better since I've done that, but for the last couple of days, it's just been, ugh. And so, but yeah, just a couple hours ago, about around 5:30, I was throwing up. So I wasn't sure how long I'd be able to go today. I've gone longer than I was thinking. Okay, Jerry. That's why I said I know you prefer it to be dark early, and I prefer to be dark late. And I'm going to tell you though, here in a month, I'm going to be driving in to work in the dark and have a little light on the way home. So I prefer that. Because when I go into work in the dark, there will be fewer people on the road because I'll be going in before rush hour. I'll be at work by the time rush hour starts. I'll be going in. I got to be at work at 6. The rush hour doesn't really start much before 6, so I should beat it in. But on my way home, I'm going to be coming home during rush hour, so I prefer the light then. And but yeah, thanks, Jerry. Like I said, I do feel a little better after that. Maybe a good night's sleep tonight will help it even more. But yeah, it was just, I was sitting there eating my supper, and all of a sudden, I just had to throw up. It was not a pleasant thing. And so I do feel better a little. Like I said, maybe a good night's sleep will help even more. Just the last few days have been this way. I'm not throwing up, but not feeling well. But so I've not been doing a lot. On Fridays, I'm busier at work than normal anyway because I got all the paperwork. If I don't do my paperwork, I don't get paid. The people that work for me don't get paid. So I have to get that done on Fridays. That's all right, Derek. We appreciate you coming. If you got to leave early, you go ahead, and you have a good night's sleep. Like I said, I won't be going too far behind you guys tonight. Just we're just trying to see what's going on and see how we're doing. I had the vlog scheduled, so I had to come on for at least a few minutes. Turned out I've been on for over an hour, so it was worth coming on. I was going to come on anyway just to make sure everybody knew why I wasn't here. And hey, Eileen, welcome back. I know you hadn't said anything for a while, so welcome back. And so we just been doing that, trying to get feeling better. So trying to get rested. I've been down a little bit because of it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm stuffed up a little bit. So all that comes into play. So we're trying to get to sleep and we're trying to get to rest and get feeling better. Like I said, it's going to take me some adjustment to the new schedule when I start next month. I'll have hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Welcome. I will have Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays off after this month. So it'll be 3 days. Like I said, I would much rather work 10-hour shifts, but I don't have any of those available. So I'll work the 3 12s and a 4. I've worked 10-hour shifts before. I've worked 12-hour shifts before. I worked 2 12s and 2 8s before. But I prefer the 4 10s. But you got to do what you got to do. I can't afford to quit working yet. And when I can't afford to quit working, if my mother's passed, then I'm out of here. If she's not passed, I'll just keep right on working. Because yeah, John Lynn, that's fine. There's no problem with you dropping your link. But if you ever want to do it again, it's easier. Just type in LLL, and my Nightbot does the work for you. It'll just drop it for you, and so no problem. Go ahead and drop your link anytime you want. That's the same thing with you, Putra. If you have a link you want to drop, just type in 3 L's, and my Nightbot will drop it for you. I have that there, so it'll be easy for people. And that's all you got to do there, Jolene. See, the Nightbot drops it for you. This is my Ninja channel, so don't go join it. Hey, Shane, welcome. And we got Rona back. Anna G, how you doing? So any of you want to drop your link, just type in LLL, and you can do it with small letters or capital letters. Lady me, hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. And like I said, any of you want to drop your link, you can type in 3 L's. Doesn't matter if they're small letters or capital letters. And my Nightbot will drop it. There you go. Like I said, small or capital, doesn't matter. And my Nightbot drops it for you. Now, one live stream I wasn't doing it. I had to fix that, so I apologize to everybody for it. Oh, you got over 7,000, almost 8,000 now. All right, glad to be 80 more people, and you're at 8,000. Welcome. Oh, now you're making me jealous, Anna. Of course, that was me this morning. I did not get up early. I got up earlier than I wanted to because I just couldn't get back to sleep. But I need to sleep, so I'll get to bed early tonight. Maybe not early, but I don't plan on getting up early tomorrow. I plan on sleeping in. Hopefully, I'll feel better by getting some more sleep. Some of you don't know it, but I just told everybody earlier that at around 5:30, I got sick and threw up a few times. So I do feel better after doing that, but I do believe I'll need more sleep to get even better. And I've been out of it for the last few days. That's the first time I've thrown up, though. So hopefully I'm getting better. Hopefully that was what it was going to take. I ate something that, because of the way I was feeling, didn't agree with me. It was nothing wrong with the food. It was just the way I was feeling, and it did not set. Well, I'm not feeling well. Anything a little greasy can set me off, and that's what it was. Sometimes I'll cook this to where there's no grease in it at all, but I didn't do that, and it just did not set. And so I finished up eating the other stuff and didn't finish eating that. I threw that away. And I hope to, Anna. I hope to. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping a good night's sleep will make you feel in the parts of the states I've always lived in. I hope to be in the pink tomorrow. In the pink means you're healthy. All right. It's a slang term for saying you're healthy. Oh, you're in the pink. It means you're well, you're healthy, you're doing well. So I hope to be in the pink tomorrow after getting a good night's sleep. This week has not been that way. So, Dens, how you doing, Dens? Welcome. Now, Dens, if you want to drop your link to your channel, if you have one, just type in LLL, and my Nightbot will drop your link. Now, I created the Nightbot because I know some of you have the wherewithal and the computer savage to drop your own link. I'm not one of those people. So I come up with, I know a lot of people had the Nightbot, and then you just had to type in, like one guy was type in love, and you type in the word love and nothing else, and boom, your link was dropped. Another person, you typed in a certain number, boom, the link was dropped. And so I came up and decided I'd use a Nightbot like they did, and I just had just 3 L's, like my channel, Lazy Larry Lee, LLL. So my Nightbot drops your link for you. And so that's all it is. Like I said, not everybody has that computer savvy, especially us older guys. Some are more savvy than others. I'm more savvy than a lot of guys my age, but I'm not as savvy as others. I can find my way around the computer pretty well, but the YouTube thing has still got me a little discombobulated. That means disoriented. So, but we figure ways around to make things easier. If you ever, when you watch my videos, I hope you appreciate it. But I'll tell you right now, I do not do editing on my. I think I've edited one video, two, and that's it. There's a short. I think it's a short. It might not be, but it's one where I show the front end of my car and it's all covered in ice. I did a edit on that video. Well, we appreciate it, Derek. Now I'm here every Saturday. Like I said, now start next Saturday, it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time for a while. So it'll still be 8 o'clock in the morning, a Sunday morning for the Philippines. I choose to adjust my time instead of having them adjust their time because it's Sunday morning. Many of the Filipinas that follow me have kids, their husbands. And it's Sunday morning, so they got to get up, get the kids ready for church, get themselves ready for church, fix meals, get people dressed and ready. So I'll adjust my schedule. I figure that's the best way to do it. So I'll be back on next Saturday. Like I said, it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time here in the United States, which will make it 7 o'clock Central and 5 o'clock Mountain, and what is it? 6 o'clock Mountain and 5 o'clock Pacific. So enjoy yourselves and take care, Derek. I appreciate you coming. Glad to hear you subscribe. And we'll see what's going on here. But we always enjoy talking, and if you ever want to come up yourself, come on up. I don't know if you have to have a channel or not. And if you don't have to have a channel, come on up and talk. I don't mind. You can come up and talk with me and Jerry and whoever else wants to come up. I've been known to have up to, I've had more than 4 people up here at one time. Usually it's like 2 to 4 people, but we can have more than that. It's all right with me. I mean, we'll have whatever we can get up here if they want. I've had people come up and sing a song. Just please do me a favor and sing one that won't get my channel docked. Get one of those free songs. Yeah. You're right about that, Tim. I'll set my alarm, my clocks that I have to set tonight before I go to bed. Now, my phones I don't have to set. I don't have to reset. They do themselves. The TV does itself. So we're just, we'll do the others, but like my coffee pot, my microwave, I have to set those, but and I'll have to set. I'm not sure if I have to set my car or not. I don't think I do. I think it takes a little bit of time, but it usually does itself. And so, yeah, we'll get it all done because you gotta have it. Thank you, ABCM. We appreciate that. Thank you for rating my live stream. We appreciate that. And yes, I'm still not in the pink yet, but I'm hoping after another good night's sleep, or a good night's sleep, I will be. You can see my bed. Usually that's all I sleep under is a sheet. Occasionally, if I'll sleep under a blanket, but most of the time it's just a sheet. I try to keep my apartment warm enough that I don't need a blanket. Uh, LV, Crystal, and ABCM, and many others can probably testify. I don't like the cold. The only things I hate more than the cold is the snow, and the only thing I hate more than the snow is the ice that we get during the winter. So the worst thing is the ice, second worst thing is the snow, and then it's the cold. So if I have to choose between those three, I'll take the cold. I can dress up and try to stay warm that way, but I really don't like it. Yeah, you're right, Tim. There has been some push here in the States to try to to do away with it. But I think if they're going to do away with it, there's going to have to be a national push where they come together and decide whether to go with the daylight savings time or the other time frame, and everybody needs to do it the same. So, and I don't care. I prefer the daylight while we're switching to the daylight savings time myself, but I don't care which one. Let's just pick one and stay with it. That's my thing. Let's pick one and stay with it. Let's get over this changing our clocks twice a year. That affects your sleep. It affects your health. It affects a lot of people say, "Oh no." I say daylight savings time affects your health. Well, it wouldn't affect my health if you stayed there. Switch to it and stay there. This is switching every 6 months that causes the trouble. And so yeah, I'm with you. I would much rather not change my clocks twice a year. Like I said, when I was living in Indiana back in '96 and before, because I moved out here to New York in '96, and I got out of the Navy in the '70s. So from the '70s through the '96, when I was living in Indiana, we didn't change our clocks. We were one of like three states that didn't change their clocks. There was Arizona and us, and I'm trying to remember who the other one was. But we didn't change our clocks, and I love that fact. So my work schedule was the same, and it just everybody, the states on both sides of us changed their clocks, but we didn't change ours. So for half the year I was Eastern, and for the other half of the year I was Central, and I didn't care. I mean, when I got up, my internal clock said it was the same thing. Yeah, that's true. Now it's going to be dark when I get up this Sunday because we're moving the clocks ahead, so it'll get light later, but it'll stay light longer. And see, Jerry prefers it the other way. He prefers it to be light earlier and get dark earlier. But that's the difference in what we like. Jerry likes to get up early in the morning. He likes to go to bed early at night. I'm going to tell you, when I retire, I'm not getting up early in the morning. I don't care where I live. I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or 4 o'clock is what I'm going to have to go to here pretty soon. I'm not doing it. It's not natural for me. My whole life, I've hated going to bed and I've hated getting up. So I'm a late out. And now I hope to change that probably, but not to the extreme that Jerry is. Jerry's almost ready for bed. I mean, it's not even 7:30 where he's at yet, and he's getting ready for bed. Which that's Jerry's lifestyle. Hey, Charmaine, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Yeah, I noticed that ABCM sent y'all here to raid, so we appreciate it. I'm glad y'all made it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going. I'll be going for a little bit longer. I wish somebody else would come up and talk with me. We'd go a lot longer, but if they don't come up, they don't come up. And yeah, we appreciate you sending the raid there. Yeah, and Tim, that's not too early. I mean, 7:30 is a good time to get up, but not if you got to be at work at 6 or got to be at work at 7. Right now, I got to be at work at 7. When I was working 9, I used to go into 9 at one place I worked. 7:30 was a great time to get up, and that wasn't hard to get up for me. But like I said, no, I haven't heard anything from Edward Beck for a while. I sent him a message one time, and I've not heard back. I'll have to send another message sometime. But like I said, he was going to have cataract surgery done on his eyes, have cataract removed from his eyes. So he's going to, after he has that done, he's got to recuperate. So that's the last word I've got from Edward Beck. He's waiting on his cataract surgeries. I think they were going to do one eye, and then after that they'll do the other. And I look forward to, because Ed would almost always come up almost every week. I always like having Ed up here to talk with. The Big Mac Daddy was always fun. So hopefully we'll get him back on sometime soon. And we'll find out how he's doing and how everything else is going. See how Junior's doing. And I miss not having Dan here. He hasn't been here in a long time. But Dan's got his own channel, his own things to do. So he's got to knock those out. I don't make Dan's lives anymore either because, well, he's doing it in the morning when I'm still sleeping. Or I'm getting ready to leave for work, so I don't have time to join. I mean, if you're doing it at 5 in the morning, that's about the time I get up. I got to take a shower, I got to get dressed, and then I got to leave. And it's going to be the same thing when I start a new job. Actually, I'll be leaving about the time he comes on at 5 in the morning. And I'll be taking, might even be 4 in the morning. It depends. Might be 6 in the morning, but I'll be at work. Now, my new job, I don't know when I get to my new job if I'm going to be able to get on my phone. My job I have now, I can get on my phone quite a bit. My next job, I may not be able to. I got to go by what the rules are where I work. Now, I hope I'll be able to use my phone with my new job, at least some. Now, I should be able to use it enough that I can go to ones that are talking heads and I don't have to worry about reading anything. And just listen. Now that may be what that's 6 p.m. Friday night, Philippines time, which is right now 5 a.m. Friday morning, my time. And when the time change comes, like I said, at 5 o'clock, I'm getting up and getting ready to take a shower and brush my teeth and all that good happy stuff to get ready to go to work. And after the time change at 6 a.m., I'll be at work on Fridays. So I don't know. I won't be able to join. I might be able to listen, but I won't be able to be on the panel, which is fine. I mean, I listen to a lot of live streams without going on the panel, so that's no problem. I just don't know if I'll be able to listen because I don't know what the new job is going to entail, what the rules are going to be about use of cell phones. And like I said, each place I go, the cell phones are different. Huh. Something's going on there. That thing froze up. Hey, Midlife, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Midlife. Like I said, I cannot wait till I would love to see it end here in the States. But they all got to choose. If we're going to do it in the States, they all got to get together and decide is it daylight savings time or the other that we're going to go with? Because you can't have, let's say we go daylight savings. We switched our times now to stay at the time change after tomorrow. All right. So now we're 12 hours behind the Philippines. But let's say Central decides they want to go the other time. So now instead of only being an hour, we're 2 hours apart. So, hey Megan, how you doing? Welcome. So that's not good. So that's why I'm saying here in the States, we all have to get together and decide what to do. I'm sorry, midlife. I'm not feeling very well today. Uh, I told some of the others earlier around 5:30. So in other words, about 3 hours ago, I was throwing up. I was thinking, well, I may not be able to stay on my live stream very long, but I feel much better since I've thrown up. But I'm still not in the pink. But I do feel better. I'm hoping a good night's sleep will get me in the pink tomorrow. I hate this change in weather. That's one of the things I hate. Like I said, Thursday and Friday we were up in the 50s. Thursday was an absolute gorgeous day. So was Friday. And then today it's down in the 40s, windy, overcast, rainy. Tomorrow's going to be in the 20s and 30s. This up and down weather just, it's brutal. It's brutal. And when I was younger, it didn't bother me as much, but I'm older than you are midlife and your husband. I'm older than both of you. And let me tell you, I hate this. And like I said, as soon as I can afford to go, the Philippines, if my mother has passed, she's still alive, she's 98, God bless her. I'm going to the Philippines now, if I'm healthy. I have to clarify that, if I'm healthy. But I will go. I want enough money that I can go over, survive for a few months, and try to decide if I can take the lifestyle change, where I want to live over there, if I can. And if not, if I can't take it, then I want the money to be able to come back to the States and set myself up here. Now, I won't need as much money to do that as some people would because I can always go back. I know a couple of my sisters will let me put up with them until I can get my own place and take my time finding it. Believe me, I would not stay there any longer than I have to. I love my sisters, all four of them, but I don't think I can live with them long term. A month or two while I'm looking, I can do that. It's just not something I would want to do. Oh no, midlife. I'm from Indiana. We had the same kind of stuff in Indiana. It just up and down. I live in New York now, but and I lived in Illinois for a while. I lived in California, lived in Washington State. But that the crazy, you know, if you live in the Midwest or the Northeast, even the Northwest, and I'm talking about upper Oregon and above, especially away from the coastline, it can get quite bad. Now, if you're along the coast, it's a lot more moderate. That's where I was at when I was in Washington State. I was along the coast. Average winter temperature during the summer was 50 for the high and 30s for the low. I'm not crazy about that, but it sure beats the heck out of the highs in the 20s, our low 30s, and the lows in the zeros, our teens, and then that up and down, that just, and that's what makes people sick, is that up and down weather. It just, yeah, that's right, Tim. Now, we didn't get as high as 73, all right, but we did get up in the 60s. We got about 65, maybe one day this week. And they're calling for a possibility of snow in this area, but that's going to be in the upper elevations. Folks, I'm gonna stop my camera and mute my mic for just a minute. I'm gonna blow my nose. I don't want to bother you people with it. All right, I'm back. Like I said, I just had to do that. I didn't think it would be right of me to do it on camera in front of everybody. It's something we all have to do occasionally, especially if you have a cold or flu or something like that. I also have allergies, so my allergies will make me do that as well. And so, thank you, ABCM. We appreciate you're still watching. like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to go, but I really do appreciate everybody coming. I'll keep going for a little while. I just wish somebody would come up and join me, but that's all right if they don't. Like I said, I am feeling better than I was earlier today, and I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. And I even had to work yesterday, but it was, I wasn't throwing up or anything yesterday. So, but I'm talking about the stomach. I mean, it was off a little bit yesterday, but it was a lot worse today. So hopefully that was the turning point, and we're now going to get better. And so, by the way, the neck brace for sleep is to be working pretty well. I'm not getting a dry mouth like I used to, and so I'm liking it better than all the other stuff I've tried so far. It costs me the most, but that's all right. If it helps my sleep, that's what matters. Because you don't get better if you don't sleep, So that's it. And I have been dealing with sleep apnea I've been using a CPAP for 24 years. I've been dealing with sleep apnea a whole lot longer than that. I just didn't get treated for it until 24 years ago. So, and I've done a lot better since then. So, but I started sliding back where I'm not getting quite the rest I want. So I got to try to figure out a way to get it taken care of. And that's what I've been doing. Sometimes I have to switch things up every once in a while. One of the best things I can do is lose weight. I don't mean it'll go away, but it might help reduce the severity of my sleep apnea. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to lose weight. That plus, like I said, what I do, as you all know, I do want to move to the Philippines if I'm healthy enough when I'm ready to go. And it'll be better in that kind of heat to be in better shape. It'll be a lot easier to take the heat and the humidity. Plus, let's be honest about it. Being in better shape, no matter where I'm at, will help me. It might help my longevity. It may not, but it'll help my health in the long run. So I need to that's what I need to worry about. I need to worry about getting in better health. I need to worry about being able to walk more because, as I've told many of you, I'm right now looking at Cebu first as a place to try to settle down. Now, I may decide that's too big or too polluted or, just not for me for whatever reason. But I want to try the place out. And if I do go Cebu, I'm not going to buy a vehicle. Some of the places will. I know I haven't been to the bars in a while, Tim, but last time I went to the bars for St. Patrick's Day, they had green beer. And some of the places that served food and beer had both. Corned beef and cabbage was a very popular. When I was working up in Rochester area, Delphi, they would have that for St. Patrick's Day if it fell during the work week. Not the beer, but the corned beef and cabbage. I'm not a big fan of corned beef cabbage, but I can eat it. Green beer, it's just beer with food coloring in it. So that's not a big deal. But usually on St. Patrick's Day, I see it out of the bars. And I always called it amateur day because you got a lot of people who don't drink almost all year round, but they'll go out and act like idiots on St. Patrick's Day or New Year's Day. Those are the amateur days to me. Those are the ones that people don't drink all year but go out 1 or 2 days a year, and that's the 1 or 2 they go out on. And they don't know how to act. And they don't know how to hold their liquor. And I remember I told this one of my waitresses at one of the bars I used to go to quite a bit when I first moved out to Rochester area. And I was talking with her, and she said something about St. Patrick's Day. I said, no, I won't be in. That's amateur night. I'll see you afterwards. She goes, amateur night, yeah. I said, yeah, you'll see. And I came in the next day, and she goes, I know what you mean now by amateur night. She said they were just idiots all night long. I said, yeah, that's why I don't go out on St. Patrick's or New Year's night. I just won't do it. Now, it just people act like idiots, and I have nothing I want to do with those people. So I just, thanks for still being here, ABCM. We appreciate it. I still got, counting my channel, my Ninja channel, I got 6 million people on the so we appreciate it. So we're just trying to enjoy ourselves. So, but yeah. Well, yeah, Tim, you live in an area that would be full of amateurs. Yeah. I would not go down to that bar area at all if I lived in your area. I'd find a bar that catered to the locals. And I mean, not just the Filipinos, but the locals from that city, whether they're expats or Filipino. I would find one of those bars if I was going to go to a bar. I would stay out of the other bars. Just nothing there for me. I don't plan on really going to bars that much at all, if at all. When I go there, unless I'm meeting somebody there and that's where they want to meet, I'd rather go to a coffee shop and have a cup of coffee or a Coke and a Jollibee or a McDonald's and talk with somebody. Or go to, like I said, a coffee place like Starbucks or Tom Tom's or Bowles Coffee. That's what I'm trying to think of. One of those places. And if I want to have a drink, I'd prefer to do it at my place or at somebody else's place and just sit around in a nice, quiet area where you can hold a conversation and talk. I got a bottle of wine in my refrigerator. It's been there since Christmas, unopened. I didn't buy it. Somebody gave it to me for a Christmas present. I don't know when I'm going to open it. I don't know how long a bottle of wine is good after you open it. That's something I really need to find out. Because once I open it, then I got to decide, well, if I'm going to open it, I got to drink it within this time frame. But everybody I know down here, they don't drink. And I don't drink, but I don't like drinking by myself. I don't like going to bars and drinking. I gave that up years ago. I do not drink and drive. So I don't go to the bars to drink, and there's no bars close enough for me to walk to. So I just don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Jim, I plan on going out, but it's not the bars. It would be to a restaurant to meet up with somebody or a coffee shop. Something like that. That would be fine with me to go out and meet people. But to go sit in a bar and have that music blaring and try to, you've got to almost shout at each other to be heard anymore in some of these places. And where's the fun in that? I mean, I'm not much of a dancer. I mean, I do dance if I'm drinking. But I would rather go to a friend's house and be at a party and maybe dance and sing at the karaoke, because you can walk away from the karaoke and relax, or you can dance and do whatever. But I don't want to go to a bar where I can't hear myself think while the other person talking to me. I did that when I was younger. I don't need to do that anymore. You're probably right. They probably don't know what a Reuben sandwich is. It's just not that common of a sandwich. But Reuben sandwich, I don't mind. I'm more of a ham and cheese person myself, especially a grilled ham and cheese or a patty melt. And for those of you who don't know what a patty melt, it's you you cook up a hamburger and then you put it in between two slices of bread and you make a grilled cheese with a hamburger in it. It's called a patty melt. The patty's the hamburger, and then the melt is the cheese and the bread being grilled with the hamburger. So the way I would make a patty melt is I put a cheese on both sides of the hamburger, and you really get the patty melt. Now, usually that's with rye bread, but you can have it on others. At least most places I go to that serve it have it on rye bread. But like I said, I doubt too many places there know what a patty melt is. Now, usually you have a patty melt with some fries, but I haven't made my own patty melt in quite some time. I am very capable of doing that. Just haven't done it. But I do like them, though. They're just not that good for me. Although I always try to buy the as lean as I can get beef. I believe that's better for me than the stuff with the more fat in it. But one of these times I'm going to have to cook something up and that I haven't cooked for a while and put a video of it up, like I did with the chicken sausage, like I did with the stir fry, like I did with the Philly cheesesteak. All right, that'd be interesting there. So I still got to watch, check your video on the volcanoes. I'll get to that. I've not been watching much videos this week. Excuse me. It's kind of not doing real well. So I have watched some. Don't get me wrong. I've been trying to keep up. But when I get home, I kind of shut down. And took me a while to get through all my comments this last time because I was just shutting down. I was just like, I just didn't have the energy to do it. I'd do so, and then it would be like, I have to stop. But I got through all of that, unless I got some more up to date that I haven't seen yet. Finally got through all of them. I mean, there was a bunch I hadn't seen. So we'll get that done. But I think that would make, like I said, if you do the Reuben sandwich, if you make one, I think it'd be interesting to see. You show people how it's made and what it consists of. Like I said, because some people like to see something that's different than what they're used to. Uh, I had a lot of good comments on my Philly cheesesteak and my stir fry, my version of the stir fry. So that's something I'll have to check. Yeah, they are explosive, Tim. I was lucky, and when the one volcano out in Washington State went off, I was already out of there. I was already back home in Indiana, and same thing with I think it was in Philippines. They had one go off not too long after I left them. Now it had been a couple, maybe a year or so, but back in the '70s, I remember right one went off close to Subic area. I could be wrong, but yeah, I've been lucky enough not to be around the explosions. So. But it's like anything else that happens. The farther away you are from it, the better off you are because, well, it gives you more time to get away. It takes a lot longer for the lava to get to you. The ash may get to you fairly quick, but the ash is a lot better than the lava. And, So, it's just like earthquakes. I've been in a couple of earthquakes, but fortunately for me, with none of the really big ones. Thank you for still being here, Larice. We appreciate it. So, those are things that you live through. I've been through a few tornadoes. I'm lucky enough that they've hit all around where I live, but they did not hit my house. I had one hit about 2, maybe 3 blocks away, tore everything up over there, but did not hit the block I lived on at all. I had one that when I was younger, it jumped my whole subdivision, hit on both sides of my subdivision I was living in, and tore up a lot of houses, but my whole subdivision I lived in was not damaged. And I've lived through a couple of those things where they were close, but I was fortunate enough they never hit where I was at. For those of you that don't know what a tornado is, it's a big swirling wind. If you don't know what they are, they can reach speeds of almost 200 miles an hour, the winds, and they can be very destructive. They can take a plastic straw and put it through a tree. The winds are that strong, and they've shown where it's done that. And I got a cousin, her name's Kathy, and her son went to check on his grandmother, my Aunt Edith. And he was a normal 16, 17-year-old kid. He was driving to check on his grandmother. And a tornado went through my hometown. Now I'm living out here already. I'm already out in New York. And the tornado picks up a tree and slams it onto his car. It didn't kill him, but he left him mentally challenged, shall we say. He can remember being normal, but he's not. I mean, he can't walk very well. He's got the mental capacity of a young child now, no longer a teenager. The capacity that he had when the accident happened. So it really has set him back. Hey, Rona, how you doing? Let me give you what's going on here? All right, let's do this again. There you are. There you go, Rona. We'll give you a monitor. Now, Rona, if you got a channel, and Midlife, this goes for you as well, just type in LLL, nothing else, just LLL, and my Nightbot will drop your channel for you. And GB, if you want my channel to drop, my Nightbot to drop your link, just the 3 L's, nothing. No, there you go, Rona. And it doesn't have to be capped. They can be small letters. It doesn't matter. My Nightbot will drop your link for you. See, there you go. And glad to help. And like I said, Midlife, you can do the same thing, just 3 L's, whether they're capital or small, does not matter. Just nothing before it or nothing after it. Anything before or anything after it, it won't do it. There you go, Tim. Thank you. Like I said, it doesn't matter if they're capital or small. So CBGB, we are glad you came up, or came on and joined us. We appreciate all subscribers and new people. So now 30 more, you'll be at 1,400 there, Tim. You're getting there. You're a lot. That's almost double what I have. I'm at 1771, 72, somewhere in there. I mean, yeah, 771 or 772. I'm something like that. We're not even to 1,000 yet, but we'll get there eventually. We do this for fun. Myself, other people do it for other reasons. Like I said, when I do finally retire, I want something to do, something to get myself up out of bed and go do something. Get myself up, not just out of bed, but out of the apartment. Well, like I said, I've seen them off in the distance midlife. I've had them, like I said, I've had them hit within 2 or 3 blocks of where I lived. Uh, like I said, I got a cousin who's been hurt by one. Wasn't killed, but was hurt by one. Uh, I've There's all kinds of things. So yeah, they're not good. I mean, you can go see the damage they can do. They can do a lot of damage, and like I said, that they can get very strong, and they've shown where a plastic straw was driven through telephone poles and stuff like that, and that's understandable, every man. So if you're not interested in doing, you have to. Hey, JLB, has the IQ. How you doing, man? That could possibly be. It could be just burnout, every man. There's times that we all just have to step back and take a break. I believe, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, there's times that I only put up one, that I try to put up two. There's some weeks I just don't have the wherewithal, the energy to put up two. The one thing I can do every week, and because I enjoy doing it more than others, is the live stream. But I got to do the other just to. That's what you have to do. You can't just. I guess I could just do live streams, but I don't know how many people would be interested in just my live streams. Well, I've heard a little bit, Mark, if you're talking about the incident there in the beginning, but I can't say. I don't follow that stuff. It's just going to keep falling over. Well, I don't know, Mike. I mean, every man, I just couldn't tell you. Like I said, I try to stay out of that kind of stuff. I don't take sides. Like I said, I'm a firm believer, and you don't have to like each other, but you need to respect each other. And if you can't respect each other, then you need to stay away from each other. That way, you know. I just don't want drama in my life. I've had enough of it over the years. And well, sorry to hear about that, every man. But I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do to help you because I'm not getting involved. I don't know the whole story. Even if you told me, it would be your side and not the other person's side. And so that's, like I said, I have to stay out of it. And that's the way it's going to be. I will not take sides. I don't believe in that unless you know both sides of the story. And that's not something I know, and it's not something I'm asking because I don't want to know. It's sorry about that, every man. There's nothing I can do for you. Like I said, all my money's tied up doing other things for other people and myself, and it's not going to be freed up for anything else. I am trying to get my bills paid off and then save up money so I can move to the Philippines. And nothing else matters. Is that something? Nope. I told you no. Every man, you just got to. You're going to have to quit asking because otherwise I'll have to block you. And no is no. And I'm not getting involved in any way. And so you'll have to go ask for money from somewhere else because it's not coming from me or my chat. So leave the chat out of it. And if you can't do that, like I said, I'll have to block it. And we're not going to play that game. I'm just letting you know. But you can ask once, but that's it. No more. And like I said, you can't ask anybody in the chat. I mean, that's not the way we play this game. But I wish you well. I wish you luck with it. But like I said, it's just not something I can help you with. I got to save my money for. Well, like I said, my mother's still alive. I may have to bounce back to Indiana anytime. And I got to worry about getting bills paid off so I can save money to move to the Philippines when the time comes. All right, Evan, man, you take care of yourself. Like I said, I'm sorry I can't help you, but the answer is no. I do wish you luck with it, but that's all I can do for you. We appreciate that, ABCM. We appreciate it. We know you support me greatly, and we do appreciate that. But we just gotta do. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to shut this one down. I've been going for 2 hours. I'm running out of things to talk about. No one's coming up. And GB, drop it right there. Just drop it right there. Like I said, you don't have to like each other, but you got to be kind to each other. If you can't be that, then you have to go as well. Nothing against you. I just don't want drama on my channel. It does not belong here. All right. Mark's welcome anytime he wants to come up, as long as he behaves himself. You're welcome to come up. Just leave whatever differences you have between yourself. Don't bring it into the chat. All right. I don't want it. I don't need it. It's not good for anybody else. So let's just drop it there and leave it there. All right. Like I said, I have nothing against Mark, but he's welcome anytime he wants to come. But like I said, I'm not taking sides. That means I'm not on your side. I'm not on Mark. I want you both just to behave yourselves. That's all I ask. You're in my channel. Behave. And if you can't do that, then you can leave. It's that simple. But don't be derogatory towards each other. We don't need that. I don't need that drama. All right? All right, everybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. I want to thank you for coming. I appreciate you for being here. Sorry I'm not feeling better, but I'm going to have to shut this down so I can start getting some rest. I want to thank Jerry for coming up. For all of you that showed up and made comments, thank you very much. If you haven't given a thumbs up, please do. It helps with the channel. And remember, guys, I have nothing against either one of you. I really don't. I just don't want your problems between each other spilling into my chat. That's all. You're both welcome here. Just I ask that you behave while you're here. That's it. I'm not telling you have to like each other. I'm not even saying you have to respect each other. You just have to be kind towards each other while you're in my chat. That's all I'm asking. And so I appreciate it if you can do that. Thanks, Tim. You have a good night. Appreciate you coming. ABCM, thank you for all your support. Thank you for sending all your people here on the raid. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to shut this one down. I want to remind everybody, be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, as always, try to have fun. Bye.